Back home tonight at Floyd L. Main's Veterans Memorial Arena. Behind me, 7:05 face-off against the Utica Comets. It's Mascot Madness presented by McDonald's. Get your tickets for that now. It's sure to be a fun evening. Hope everyone's doing okay and digging out after last night's snow to get ready for tonight's game. Last night, the Devils were in Rochester, went into that third period, tied up with the Amherst, but Rochester pulling away in the final period. 4 goals for a 5-2 victory over Binghamton. I asked Coach about going into the third period, tied up at 1 and being unable to come away with a win.
Yeah, I really liked our first 2 periods. Again, opportunities that we don't capitalize. Second period had probably 3 or 4 chances on one power play. We had them in the zone almost a minute and a half. Pietzola gets an odd man rush first shift. We don't score. And then the third period, we have a costly turnover high in the defensive zone, and they go in and, a skilled team, they make a tic-tac-toe play for an empty netter, and then, we have a couple other plays where we're in position and they find a way to put the puck in the net, and it's frustrating. I like the fact that we responded once we got down 2 and made it 3-2, but then, obviously they came back and put the game out of reach, but continuing to find a way to play or stay focused for 60 minutes and not let breakdowns affect us. But it's unfortunate because a lot of things we're talking about we certainly saw for 2 periods. And it's frustrating not to get the results.
Coach talked about mental toughness. Several times this season, the Devils have been tied, played 2 great periods, but couldn't come up with the victory. How does that change?
Well, we just talk about focus and mental toughness. I think it's a little bit of bench management. I really liked our bench last night. Like, it was positive. There was energy. There was guys kind of getting on guys a little bit with some situations as far as, constructive criticism or holding each other accountable. And the problem is we've been in, like you said, we've been in these situations, or we've lost games in the third period or given up leads. And the tough part of this is, okay, how do we just focus on the next night and continue to take a lot of good things out of that game? And problem is with, especially with a young group, the focus, the mental toughness when there is a breakdown, staying positive and telling them just to focus on the next shift. And that's really what it's about. It's staying in the moment. Okay, we get scored on, we got to move on. We need a big shift, we need a big play. And like I said, coming back, Rooney scores that goal. Josh Jacobs makes a hell of a play to break it up in the neutral zone. We transition quick and we put pucks on net and score a goal. So it's little things like that, and just the problem is all year we've run into frustrating situations like this where we haven't been able to get out of it. But tonight's a new night, and we get some new guys in the lineup here again tonight, and got to just keep pushing forward.
Again, Binghamton and Utica tonight at 7:05. Who is Coach looking for to step up for the Devils?
Well, I mean, Quinville should give us a spark. He comes back into the lineup, but obviously, Lappin and Kennedy had a real strong game. That's the way they need to play. They played together. They didn't play together, but they both provided offense and made plays, and I like their compete level and the details in their game. And the problem is you get some guys going, and then the other guys fall off. We need everybody. We've talked about it all year, and we got to find a way to have 20 guys bringing their A game. They don't have to be great, but they have to be solid in order for us to win, and it has to be for 60 minutes.
Well, the Utica Comets have great goaltending in Thatcher Demko and Richard Bachman this season. Coach pointed that out, but what else does he want the guys to watch out for against Utica?
They're a simple team. They work. They got some offense in Boucher, who we had. He's a big power play guy. They got 3 goals on the power play the other night. So, but they work. They're honest. Not as skilled or as deep as maybe a Rochester and some of the top teams in our division. But the biggest thing with them is goaltending. Demko's a solid goaltender. He's going to give them a chance. They play a strong defensive system, so we're going to have to work for our chances, and when we get them, we're going to have to bear down on them.
Hope everyone can come out tonight. Again, Mascot Madness brought to you by McDonald's. The Devils have just wrapped up morning skated now. The Binghamton Pond Festival was set to continue today up at Shenango Valley State Park, but due to the weather, the special special hockey tournament weekend has moved here today to the arena, and the Devils generous enough to donate the ice for the day. Come on out tonight, again, 7:05. If you can't make it to the game, we'll have it for you live along the Devils Radio Network starting at 6:45 with the M&T Bank countdown to face off. For another edition of Devils Game Day here at the Floyd Almaines Veterans Memorial Arena on Devils Vision, I'm Rob Lapolis.